We've got some stuff to show you, or I've got some stuff to show you in the next episode. I'm not sure what all it is, and neither do you. So let's watch it together. Well, I have fuel lines here. I was trying to use the stainless, put them on with nice pretty connections, like these guys, you know, down underneath, hooking up and then coming forward, but German. That's all I gotta say. Metric versus SAE equals doesn't connect. So here I am putting the old hoses back on, because even though I want it to be pretty, it's not going to happen. Anyway, that's how it goes. See you later. Bye. Okay, I don't know if you can see this from that angle. It's so hard to get the angle and the lighting right. I believe this wire is brown and white. I know it's brown and it kind of looks white. And that's crimped on, and hopefully that's the case, because the dash has to be wedged in kind of funky in order to get it to pop in. It's a pain in the ass to get in and out. And I certainly wouldn't want to have to try and re-crimp this connector. Well, I still can't see it. Re-crimp that connector. But that should be the last portion of the boost gauge. I know you can't see that either. Boom, boost gauge. Now I just need the air fuel mixture down below. And of course, I have to wire that up to the down pipe that I'm going to build. More later. Okay, let's see. Right here is the side of the intercooler where the air mass sensor is. There is a hole here and one there for the bolts, and then a bolt that slides down right there. And that's what that part is supposed to do. And that's going to support this up a bit higher. So there's no strain on that connection or this one. More later. Well, as it turns out, I have this bracket built. I could push it down if I want down in there. This isn't going to match up. So it's going to have to raise up. And I need a 45 on there, and so more later. Please excuse the dustiness. I washed this like last week, and it's already looking pretty dirty, and that's even with the cover. So I don't get it, but intercooler piping is hooked up. I don't know if it's hooked up correctly as far as this connection for the ICB. I may have to troubleshoot that once I hook up the Mega Squirt. That should be simple. Vacuum manifold. It's got everything hooked up, I believe. Then there is turbo. And I'm going to have to do something about this oil line. It's too long and not the right type. So I'll make some kind of elbow with the right AN fitting size on it. And this is being mocked up right now. I'm about to prepare the welder to see if it'll weld up stainless. And then I'll mock this up and see if that fits down. And then I don't know how I'm going to do the curve out and then the connection up to this end, or if I just get a different muffler and whatever. So that's the next step. Coming along, not as fast as I would like, but it's coming along. Oh, geez. Okay. This pipe doesn't go all the way down there. And it's probably about a foot away, and it's going to be over, it looks like, 3 or 4 inches. It's hard to tell. My neck is hurting me at this spot. But made a miscalculation here on my 45. I may have to cut a 45 right there so it comes around and meets this guy. And then I could push it in and weld it. So that's the trick, isn't it? And all this is mounting hardware for that guy. So I don't have any place midpoint, just up there at the top by the transmission and here. So more later. Okay, as it stands now, this exhaust, I need to fully weld it up. It's just tacked together. And this guy, you can't see because there's glare on my screen. That exhaust, I have it loosely attached to the 2 points. Maybe you can see that. And this should help, you know, with the alignment process. And then I can button it up fully. I know this isn't pretty, but it does seem to pass the smoke test, because I would weld over here and the smoke would come out all the way at the pipe when it was rotating around. So they're ugly, but they seem to work. I know it looks like there's gaps, but that's the spots where the original tack welds were. And I just moved up to those, and I'm not very good at making smooth welds, as you can tell. So stainless is one of those areas that good welding and bad welding show up really well. Like I said, grinders and paint make me the welder I ain't.